Sahana Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryankaravavai Tejasvinavaditamastu ma Vidvishavai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Kaivalyopanishad, mantra 7, 7, 8, 9, 10. Vivikta deshe cha sukhasanastha Shuchi samagriva shira sharira Atyashramastasya kalindriyani Nirudhya bhaktya swagurum pranamya Rutpundarikam virajam vishuddham Vichintya madhe vishadam vishokam Achintya madhyam avyaktam anantarupam Shivam prashantam amrutam brahmayonim Tamadimadhyanta vihinamekam Vibhum chidanandamarupam Umasahayam parameshwaram prabhum Trilochanam Neelakantham Prashantam Dhyatva Munirgacchati Bhutayonim Samasta Sakshinam Tamasa Parasta Sabrahma Sashiva Sindra Sokshara Paramaswarat. Having ascertained the Swarupa, one's true nature, one has to make the mind absorbed in that, so that a clear, direct cognition of it, the knowledge, well-rooted knowledge is possible. Because for any knowledge, you need a vritti, antakarana vritti, a thought of the mind corresponding to that entity to be known, conforming to that entity to be known. In the world where perception is possible, you see, hear, taste, touch, smell. Antakarana takes the form of the Vishaya, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, and you are aware of it. But Chaitanya Swarupa Atma, Sarvyapi Chaitanya Brahma, one and the same, is without any Vishayas. Shabdam, Asparsham, Arupam, Avyam, Agandham, Arasam. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha are not its feature at all. Means your means of perception is of no use. Then how can you make your mind exactly like the Atma Swarupa? All you can do is what? Nothing to be done. Everything is to be undone. You withdraw your mind from all its preoccupation, which gives it the Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasakara Vrittis as a result of this Manovyapara, this mentation, the usual function of the mind and intellect. What happens is, Antakarana, your mind and intellect is in a state of flux, as it were, in terms of all these impressions of the Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Gandha. As a result, the Chaitanya, which is the backdrop, which makes you aware of these Antakarana Vrittis and gives its knowledge, is what gets colored by all the pattern or this movie that is going on in your mind, buddhi. Stop it. What gets reflected is pure Chaitanya Atma Swarupa. So therefore, what is required is all that we do now, as a result of which, some of which are very intense, as a result of which the mind is always in a state of agitation. So they deny us, deprive us of the direct, of our being directly aware of what Chaitanya Sarupa Atma is. So all means, all efforts that Shastra recommend in this context is to ward away this specific Manovyapara, make or put the mind at rest, not sleep. In sleep, mind itself is not that it is its immediate cause avidya. Mind is not sleeping. At the same time, it is awake, not awake to the Jagat, not awake to Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. It is awake and in itself, that state of mind. Vishanta, called also Nirvikalpa, Bheda, Vishaya Bhedas are not there. That is the field, or that is the place where Chaitanya Rupa Atma, free from all that is superimposed, gets revealed, gets manifest. You have nothing to do. All that you do is undo all that are you doing every moment by moment now. For which dhyana, the nididhyasana, meditation. See, this word meditation gives many meanings nowadays, what is going on, etc. Here, exclusion of anatma thoughts and flow of thoughts corresponding to the nature of Atma, Chaitanya. Vijatiya pratyaya pravaha tiraskaranam. And taking to sajatiya vritti pravaha of deya. Entity to meditate upon. And here the entity to meditate upon is Atma Sarupa, Brahma Sarupa, for which all this preparation is given. And now a place for meditation is given. Where to meditate upon? Hrit Pundarikam Madhya. In the Hridaya Kamala, the space which our physical heart is, and means which represent the Antakarana. According to, as I see it, according to Vedanta, the seat of Antakarana psyche, the seat of Antakarana is our physical heart, from the periphery of which is called Puri Tat, or 72,000 main nadis emerge, then it go on bifurcating, etc. So all our faculty of knowing is centered here. And without the Arthakana, you can't get knowledge. And knowledge has to be at the Vijnanamaya Kosha only, intellectual state only. So therefore, in that, and what is that on the upper Pundarika, Rekamada? Virajam, free from raga, dvesha, moha, mada, matsara, likes, dislikes, anger, this, greed, etc., which bring the flux of agitation in the mind. As a result, mind is always in a state of agitation, which denies our Swarupa. So, cleansing of mind is required, Virajam. Then, Vishuddham. So, Vishuddha, free from sorrow arising from manastapa or free from this sorrows arising from mind in the sense, what do you call? Yes, Vishuddham, yes, Vishuddham, free from Sukha Dukkhadi, from the defects of Dukkha, etc. Sorrow is the one which gives a lot of pain to the mind. If the mind is sorrowful, what are you going to meditate upon? Mumukshu must be cheerful, not a morose face as such. Why cheerful? Samsara is there, and how you are? You want us to be cheerful? No, that samsara truly is not there, that we are going to discover now. Be enthusiastic and be cheerful. Why? Shastra promises you. Guru, Acharya unfolds it. And this is the knowledge which is testified, verified by from Guru Shishya Parampara, beginning from Bhagwan onwards, means it is something which is tested. It is not a new hypothesis, nor a new theory which can be toppled down. So therefore, I am on the right path of discovering this. Well, there may be few adjustments which are necessary in my psyche, in my mind, my personality. Shastras guide us, and certainly I should put forth industrious effort to gain it. See, otherwise, without proper effort, you cannot get anything in this world. Even to get a blade of grass, to get a straw, you have to stretch your hand. It will not come just like that. Yes, Subhashita says, Subhashita, Nahi suktasya sivasya mukhe mrigaha pravishanti. Deer, etc., or this animal, they don't enter the mouth of a sleeping lion. The lion has to chase them and catch. Effort necessary. When a blade of grass, you have to stretch your hand. Otherwise, you will not get it. So, how much effort here required? But that zeal must be there. The mind must be sorrowful. And that confidence and conviction that even though I may be lacking, but certainly I have got the backing of who? Bhagavan Ishvara. If I seek from him, he will never fail me. So that confidence is there. The Shraddha in Ishvara. That's why I said earlier that Bhaktya Swagurum Pranamya and also Ishwaram Pranamya. We have seen this context. Shweta Upanishad also. Yasya Devi Parabhakti Tata Devi Yata Devi Tata Guru. Tasyaite Kachita Yarta Prakashanti Mahatma. So that Shraddha, that Bhakti in Ishvara, Parameshwara, Bhagavan and Acharya, Guru. Because what Guru Acharya teaches has to be, of course, should be in accordance with the Shastra. Shastra is given by who? Ishvara, Bhagavan. So therefore, I am in the safe hands. So that cheerfulness. So that is how it should be Vishuddha. Free from sorrow, etc. So Vichintya, Visheshena Dhyatva. Thinking of it in particular sense, meditating on it in particular. Dhyana, meditation means what? Chintana. Thinking. Everyone, every moment does do dhyana. The only difference is dhyana of what? Meditation on what? Thinking of what? You find out what you are doing, okay? Differs. So that is dhyatva. Now where it is, Madhya, the place that was pointed out. Which place it is? Hridaya Pundarika. Hridaya Pundarika. So in that Hridaya Pundarika, so what should do? You should meditate in the sense, you should consistently and continuously think of. Don't get frightened by the meditation and dhyana word. Think of. Do you think of? Is there a single moment when you are not thinking of? All that is there is what? The redirect your thinking to this entity that is your Swarupa, that is Bhagavad Swarupa, that needs to be known as it is, free from all the erroneous things superimposed on it. That's all. So that's why, of course, for which all preparations were told so far, beginning from Vairagya. So that here, Madhye Vishuddham Vichintya Madhye. And what is that entity? Atma, Brahma, Bhagavad Sarupa. Vishadam. Vishadam means Nirmalam. Free from Mala. Mala means impurity. What is impurity in Atma? Atma Nirmala. But erroneously, there appears to be impurity. Was it avidya and avidya karya? Ignorance of our swarupa and all the projections that arise from ignorance of oneself. So, and what is that projection? Entire Jagat, entire samsara. So here, Vishadam, Nirmalam. Now here, the word used is Shiva. Parabrahma Sarupa is described Shiva. That is from the Sarupa standpoint, Nirguna standpoint. A person who is incapable of taking to that can take this meditation on the Saguna aspect, the Shiva, Kailasa Adipati Shiva. That meaning also you see, but mainly it is Nirguna aspect. So therefore here, Nirmalam, free from ignorance and its effect, Jagat and Samsara. And if you take Shiva as Kailasa Adipati, you know that in Dhyana, Shuddha Spatika Sankasham, the one who is so pure and what, fair and white, like pure camphor. See, among Trimurtis, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, which are the prominent manifestations in the Virat Swarupa, handling three major functions. Brahma, Utpatti, Jagat Srishti in a different aspects. Main is from Ishvara, but individually Jiva-wise, Brahma. Vishnu, Siddhi, sustenance, continuation. And Maheshwara, Rudra, Shiva, Samhara, destruction. All these three, apart from their statuses as presiding deities or Adhishthana Devatas of Utpatti, Sthiti, Laya, all three can be directly adored as Parabrahma Swarupa, Bhagavat Swarupa. Both aspects are there. But for these functions of creation, sustenance, and destruction, their embodiment is no doubt made up of Vishuddha Sattva Pradhana Maya. That Maya aspect is what? Totally pure. But in that, there is subtle difference. Brahma is predominantly Rajasic and he uses Rajoguna for creation. Vishnu is predominantly Tamasic but uses the Sattva-guna for sustenance, Sthiti. Whereas Shiva is predominantly Sattvic but uses Tamoguna for Samhara. You must have seen Vishnu, Krishna also, is Swedish with a blue color. It is not blue, dark it is, symbolizing tamas. And Vishnu always reclining on the Adishesha. But generally, as for Shiva, what do you see? Very white and in meditative pose. You see. Why? He is predominantly sattvic, maybe using tamoguna. So therefore here, that is Shuddham. If you take as Saguna Shiva Kailasadipati, Shuddha Spatika Sankasha, whose, what is that? This color or whose appearance is what? So pure like camphor. So that is how Vishuddham. Either way, but we are mainly concentrating on the Nirguna aspect, Brahma aspect, because that is what the earlier question is. So, Vishokam. So, Vishokam, that is where Shoka is not there. What is Shoka? Manasaha Tapaha. Tapa means torment. Torment, pain, distress, affliction, agony. This condition of the mind, where torment is there, distress is there, pain is there, any or all, agony is there, affliction is there. There is what? Sorrow is there. So Vishokam, free from this such sorrow born of mental affliction. You may say, they come, what can I do? You behave, you conduct in such a way that they will not come. That's why all these adjustments are told. They don't just come like that. You work for it actually. Because your interest where it should not be. So that Viveka Vairagya, Shamadamadi Shatka Sampatti, what is called Sadha Chatusha Sampatti, all this come. Amanita, etc. come here. Because you are not prepared mind, therefore they come. See that your mind is fit to take to this. They cannot come. So Vishokam, or the mind which is Dukkha Samskara Rahita. Dukkha Samskara Rahita. You know, the human psychology. That person did me injustice. Really he did. Yes, not at the other thing. He did. And therefore, this person entertains a grudge and bitterness against that person whole life long. You may say, what is wrong? He did that. Yes, nothing wrong. But you are thereby depriving you of that calm composure of the mind. And you are a seeker. You are a mukshu, not a lay samsari person. And such what? Turmoil in the mind cannot give that composure. So therefore, many people are there. They have got someone or other. Let go. In fact, what happened now? The person who entertains this spends sleepless nights. The other person is what? He sleep, snoring without loss. And being a mukshu, just what? We say kshama. Be careful. Kshama is another forgiveness. Is forgiveness true, but also forbearance. Sahanata. What is that sahanata kshama? Paraparadhav praptav manasaha avikriya. That is Kshama true. Someone has done positively injustice or harm to you, and yet your mind is not reacting. You are calm and composed. You are gaining. You forget that person. Otherwise, you keep a grudge whole life long. You, as a mukshu, a seeker, is at a great loss. So therefore, that kshama, not allowing the mind to get disturbed on account of such things. Accept it. Maybe some weakness in that person. There may be some defect in that person. Why should I bother about that? Ah, yes, I got victimized. That's true. But I can march ahead. So, therefore, that is the case. These dukkha samskaras should not be there in the mind. That is what is called as vishokam. Means the mind of this person should be all the time what? In a delightful mood. The countenance must be what is called, there is a not smiling, that is what is called a face which is delightful. What is called smita anana, smita. The sound of the word is smita anana. So a cheerful, delightful countenance. That shows, that shows your inner mind. From the face you can read what is going in the mind. So that delightfulness, that cheerfulness, that's why Vishokam. That which is all in this, that means that state which is free from all this, that Brahma Sarupa now. And it is actually Achintyam. See, Vishadam, what is not there in that? Avidya, Avidyaka, Mala is not there. Means what is not there told negatively. Vishokam, that Swarupa is free from manasatapa, etc., everything in the mind and sorrows, etc. Then, but actually it is what is not there told. Now, positively, what that entity is? It is achintyam. So that is, it is achintyam. Literally, achintyam means that which cannot be thought of. Why it cannot be thought of? It cannot be something which can be known by indriyas or which can be described by words or which can be objectified by mind as this. Nothing works there. Indriya atita, because it is imperceptible. Then it is indescribable, because it is something which doesn't fit in the categories which the words, language can describe. I'm not going into detail. You can see where in the Mandukya 7th mantra. So, third one, what is Achintyam? Amanas. yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasa sah. Even mind cannot reach it and say this. To do that, mind should be able to objectify that entity by a pratyaya thought. This is part. Part vritti is there, thought is there. This is book. Book thought is there. Like that, this is Atma. No. Because why? Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa are not there. None of these known attributes, features are there. Mind bounces back without being able to objectify it. So that will be the case there. See, it is a Vishaya, not an object of any pratyayas. Pratyayas means thoughts in the antakarana, mind, because it is beyond the grasp or reach of indriyas, senses, and the vak, speech, and the mind. So that is achintyam. Now, why it is achintyam? Though we are saying to some extent, mantra itself says, avyaktam, na vyakta, not manifest as sound, form, taste, touch, and smell. All that is manifest is available to us in terms of these five Vishayas. These five Vishayas are not there in which. So, therefore, being it is not clearly perceptible. It is not Vyakta manifest. Therefore, something which is not manifest. Then you may conclude, if it is something which is not manifest, as we have got other things, it may not exist at all. Something which is, it may not exist at all. So therefore, no. So it is free from these attributes. It exists, but without this form, etc. So achintyam means the avyaktam. So the avyakta it is, and avyakta, therefore, it gives the reason why Brahma Swarupa cannot be objectified. And therefore it is, what is that, achintyam. And avyakta also, it confirms. And yet, it is an existing entity. The existing entity. Ananta Rupam. Two meanings can be taken. Rupa can be taken as Shariras, that which has got Ananta, endless embodiment, because the embodiment of each and every jiva is belonging to who? Paramatma, only because they do not have the existence. They do not have the existence apart from Paramatma Swarupa, Brahma Swarupa, Bhagavad Swarupa. So therefore it is Ananta Rupam. Yes, that all Rupas, Shariras have that exact. Or Rupa can be taken as nature. Swarupa. Rupa can be taken not necessarily form, Again, form means not that can be seen, heard, tasted, etc. Everything. But it is Ananta Swarupa, which is aparichinna, limitless, time-wise, space-wise, object-wise. Ananta, that is Desha Kala Vastu Aparichinnam, not limited by Desha, space, Kala, time, Vastu as a concrete object, distinct object, Ananta Rupa. And at the same time it is Shivam, Shivam, Mangala Rupam, Ananda Sarupam, Shivam. Shiva, Mangala Sarupa, Ananda Sarupa. Prashantam, Prakarshana Shantam, because there is no cause, there is no occasion for Ashanti to come in that. Lack of Shanti cannot be there. It has to be Prashanti, because it is free from avidya adi dosha. Where there is ignorance, projection of the Jagat comes, wrong identification, samsara starts. Ashanti, 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 Ashanti. Lack of Shanti. Where there is no ignorance and its projection, where there is nothing but Paramanda Sarupa Chaitanya and Chaitanya only, where is the room for any Ashanti? Therefore, it is Prashanta. See, from our present level of understanding or level where we are, if we have not progressed, all this will appear to be impossible imagination. How is it possible? Movement by movement, we are experiencing right opposite to it. That is true. But truth is this. That's why I see in the beginning only. First capital is Shraddha. Shraddha. Accept it. But walk on the guidelines given in the Shastras to prepare your mind and discover for yourself. It is so. Afterwards, nothing can shake you. It is no more what Bhagavan says. It is no more the teaching of the Guru Acharya. It is my first-hand discovery. Who can shake it? You can dismiss everyone. You may have this, but I have discovered this. And it is, you may say something, you must say the wrong thing. No. Strictly in accordance with Shastra. That's why I say this pole star of Shastra is very important. Otherwise, anyone and everyone can claim that, oh, I had the experience. Something, this is all what they call LSD and all those things. No, it should be according to Shastra. Shastra testifies what you have discovered is correct or not. So therefore it is. So it is here is Shivam, Mangalrupam, Prashantam, free from this all agitations, wrong projections, Paramanda and Paramanda only. Amrutam, Amrita, we say immortal. What do you mean immortal? That which is totally free from effect of time. What is the effect of time? Bulldozing everything. Time cannot tolerate it change. Change means what? Death of earlier and something new is born. So this is being kalatrayatita, beyond the realm of time. On the contrary, time depends on this Brahma Sarupa, and that being the case, Amrita, immortal. It is something which is ever existent in nature, free from change and mutation and destruction. Also, Amrita can be otherwise. You know, Amrita, heavenly nectar, which gives such a joy. So that way, this Swarupa being Niratishaya Ananda Swarupa, being limitless happiness. It is Amrita, like nectar of the heaven. They are like heavenly nectar. Brahma, Yonim, two words, not one word with compound. Brahma. The Brahma. What is Brahma? Because that which is the biggest, Bruhat, biggest, bigger than which there is nothing. See, Bru, verb, Kriyapada, in the sense of Vriddhi, grow. From that, a noun is made. Brihat, the big. The peculiarity of this adjective, big is adjective. The peculiarity of this adjective is generally, grammatically, adjective qualifies the noun. Tall man, tall tree, blue car. Adjectives qualify the noun. But Brihat, the adjective big, is something which gets qualified by the noun. You may wonder, how is it so? Let us investigate. Mark these statements. Big mustard seed, big mosquito, big cat, big dog, big man, big tree, big mountain. What determines the size of bigness in all these? The adjective should qualify the noun. No. The bigness here is determined by the noun. Mustard seed, you know, general size, उसमें थोड़ा बड़ा. Mosquito, you know, a little bigger. Cat, you know, dog, you know, man, you know, tree, you know, mountain, you know, big. So, by taking advantage of this fact, grammatically, A neuter noun is made Brahman, the biggest, bigger than which there is nothing. That is applied to what? This Chaitanya Swarupa, Atma, Brahma. Actually, even this word Brahma is foul for Brahma. Why? Big is a relative word with a small. Unless small is there, how can you say big? In reality, in Brahman, there is neither small nor big. But for Vyavahara, to teach, Jivan Muktas of the past have coined such words, Atma, Brahma, Ishvara, etc., only to teach the entity, the Swarupa, which is beyond the realm of words. Only from that standpoint you have to see this word. So therefore it is Brahma, biggest. At the same time, it is Yonim, Yoni. Yoni in the sense, literally Yoni means womb. Womb in the sense, cause. It is the cause of birth, sustenance, destruction of Jagat. So that means that entity which is characterized by all these adjectives given so far. What is that? Viraja, Vishuddha, Vishada, Vishoka, Achintya, Avyakta, Anantarupa, Shiva, Prashantarupa, Brahma, Yoni. And that Brahma, which itself is Atma, I. Further description to meditate upon means besides tam adimadhyantam means tatha, so also. As described the mantra 8, so also it is like this. What is it? Adi madhyanta vihinam. In that Adi beginning utpatti, Madhya continuation, middle, Anta destruction are not there at all. It is not born and continues and get destroyed, ever existent. So that is free from utpatti, sthiti, and laya. So free from that, vihinam. Why so vihinam? The cause is, reason is, ekam. Eka. Eka is what? Dvitiya vastu rahitam. There is nothing other than it. That and that alone is ekam. Vibhu. Vibhu is samartha, capable of srishti, sthiti, laya. All powers, all knowledge belongs to this entity only Brahma. That is samartha, capable. Anyone who is capable is samartha. For example, some saints have got this epithet, Samartha Ramdas, a great saint from Maharashtra, was the guru of Chhatrapati Shivaji. How this Samartha titles came to him? In the beginning, he was wearing a kaupina and a bow and arrows. He was Ram Bhakta. At near somewhere Nasik on Godavari bank, he was going. Some Brahmins were taking bath and they saw at him. His countenance and features show that he is not a tribal person. He is not a hunter. That glow is there on the face. What you call Brahma Tejas. Brahma Tejas means not simply because Brahma Jnana. Even who have studied Vedas, you can see there some glow on the faces there. Who are passed on the Vedas. Okay, it is a Brahmana type. And at the same time, he's carrying bow and arrow. And he was young, no? And he was elderly people. They made a fun of it. Arey, you are carrying bow and arrow. Do you know how to shoot an arrow? He said, would you like to test me? And he didn't delay. He took and shot a bird. Bird fell down. Brahmana, they started scolding me. Such a thoughtless person. Only because you said you are killed a bird. How dare you kill a bird? Because it's not proper. You know what he did? Ramdas took that bird and clasped to his heart and he said, "Oh Rama, if I am a devotee, please save this bird." Within no time, the bird started fluttering and fly away. Then the Brahmins came to say, they fell at his feet. Arey Baba, tu kharokar samartha ayes. You are really a capable person, Samarth Ramdas. That is how it came. You are really a capable person. So that was devotion and devotion. Here Samartha from what standpoint? Srishti, Sthiti, Laya. Achintya Rachana Shakti. A power of creation which is inconceivable. Your data, net, nothing will work there. Mega computer also will be out. So AI is another imitation. Artificial intelligence. Name itself artificial. There must be intelligence, then you are making. Yeah. So therefore, it is Vibhu, Samartha, or Vibhu can also mean Vyapinam, all pervasive. Also, Vibhu is said like Vividham Bhavati Asmatiti Vibhu. All the multifaceted Jagat is born out of which Vibhu. Samartha, Vyapi, all pervasive, and from whom all these varieties of things are born. Such Brahma, further we'll see what is nature to meditate upon. Oh.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहीषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। असतो मा सद्गमय, तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते, पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ।